I'm Leo Sidran with The Art of the Story. Meteorologists will tell you that the atmosphere never repeats itself exactly, which means every sunrise, every sunset, and every storm is unique. Guitarist and composer Rafiq Bhatia is channeling that same idea through his music. Listening to his latest project, Environments, feels a little like moving through a landscape. Sounds appearing, shifting, dissolving. Bhatia is one of the more unusual figures on today's musical map. A guitarist, producer, and composer, he's collaborated with artists ranging from Cécile McLaurin-Salvant to the Kronos Quartet. He's also a member of the experimental trio Son Lux, the group behind the Oscar-nominated score to the film Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. For years, Bhatia had been making highly detailed music in the studio, sculpting sound, layer by layer, with digital tools. As he told me, eventually he decided something was missing in that process.
What I found making music that way was that I was really getting at a sound and a textural world that felt like what's in here, but it was happening in such slow motion that I was losing the immediacy of how it feels when you just extemporize and say something in the moment.
So he began experimenting with a different approach, running his guitar through a computer and treating the technology as part of the instrument itself. And though the tools he uses are digital, the results he gets sound organic and natural.
I was creating these sounds that felt like natural environments. I would hammer the strings in a certain way with the pick to evoke bird song with a sound that was the sound of the guitar but pitched 2 octaves higher, and then accumulate layers of this so that it started to feel like birds singing from different parts of a forest.
The music opens a kind of sanctuary, somewhere listeners can slow down and recalibrate their relationship with the world around them.
I don't know whether it's being in this chaotic city and being surrounded by its frenetic energy and concrete, or whether it's just the realities of the world that we live in today and the ongoing assaults that are taking place on so many different aspects of what it means to be a human being. But I felt that it was necessary to create places to retreat into and a framework from which to rejuvenate, remember, retool. By creating musical worlds like this, I'm trying to offer places that we can go to reset our relationship with ourselves, our world, be more present in our bodies.
Those environments are brought to life by Bhatia, along with drummer Ian Chang and trumpeter Riley Mulherkar. Bhatia describes the group as 3 musicians shaping a shared sonic space. And what happens on stage isn't meant to reproduce the record exactly. When asked whether the trio would perform Environments live, note for note, Bhatia reached for a metaphor.
We've all experienced many thunderstorms. They're totally different each time, the pacing, the rhythm, the intensity of sound, but you know when you're in one. And all of these pieces of music are like that.
Think of the album as one storm and the concert as another. Rafiq Bhatia performs music from Environments with Ian Chang and Riley Mulherkar at 92 NY on March 27th. And like a sunrise or a thunderstorm, the atmosphere of that night will never repeat itself exactly. I'm Leo Sidran, WBGO News.